Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Namo Namaha, Jai Gurugurdagur. So we're going to do one more class, just to continue on with a little bit of stuff for Lofa taal as we start into this section. There's a lot of stuff to learn in Lofa taal, but we'll just give a little bit more just to get people started, give them some ideas of things. And then next class, we'll jump back into Dasbahara taal with some very advanced hand practice, and then moving into some 32 mantra dheis, and starting kind of more advanced dhei structures and different things in Dasbahara taal as well. So here we're going to do a little fingering to start. So we've learned, right, tere, 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 gena, tere, tere, keta. So then fingering becomes tere, tere, keta, right? Which is tete, 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 keta, tete, tete, keta. Is now one finger. Tete, 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 keta, tere, tere, keta. So now what the guru becomes now is de for three fingers closed plus open on the bottom. Dhedhi, right? Dhedhi, dhete, dhete, geta. Now in the finger we go dhedhi, dhete, dhedhi, dhete, dhedhi, dhete. So all open. First three. Dhedhi, dhete, geta. Dhedhi, dhete, geta. Dhedhi, dhete, geta. Dhedhi, dhete, geta, dhete, dhete. So this is in Lofa taal. We've got 6 mantras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In each mantra, we are playing 2 hits, Dhedhi, dhete, so we know that we are in Chatur Jati. And very simple mantra here, but just getting the fingers used to doing different things and learning this technique of Dhedhi, dhete, geta. Dhedhi, dhete, geta, dhete, dhete. Dhedhi, dhete, geta. Make sure you're connecting really nicely with the mridanga. Keep your fingers curved. Keep the pads on the mridanga. Don't get the scratching sound. Don't make anything open unless it's a ta. Dhedhi. And really, you can really come from the forearm for the D's. Helps you to really stick the finger. Dhedhi, dhete, geta, dhete, dhete, geta, dhedhi, dhete, geta. Dhedhi, dhete, geta, dhete, dhete. And you see your ta is from all those practices that I've been giving. Give you this ability to have a nice ta as well on your one finger, right? It teaches this, so it programs this hand pattern where a lot of people that aren't trained will play like, right? They'll just play with the fingers and they have no power and no speed and fluidity with it. So you want everything coming from the wrist. Dhedhi, dhete, geta, dhete, dhete, geta. So you can practice just so you can practice it different ways, just the tete, keta. It'll take a bit of time to get used to the dhedhi, dhete as well, and get some speed up with that. So let's chant with this. This is just an alternative mantra just for your slower speeds, similar to the one that we gave last time. Hare Krsna, Hare Krsna, Krsna Krsna, So practice going between single speed and double speed and chanting with that. Also make note that the Dhedhi, dhete is all soft. Dhedhi, dhete, geta. And the geta, the ge is the strong part. Dhedhi, dhete, geta. So that ge is strong there. Let's see. If you're playing doogies on the bottom, then it's dhedhi, dhete, dhedhi, dhete, all three open, as I showed before. Dhedhi, dhete, geta, and then the ge is a doogie down. So let's see how this would look if you're playing like this. So then you would have dhedhi, dhete, geta, dhete, dhete, geta, dhedhi, dhete, geta, dhete, dhete, geta, dhedhi, dhete, geta, dhete, dhete, geta. Hare Krsna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Dhedhi, dhete, geta, dhete, dhete, geta, dhedhi, dhete, geta, dhete, dhete, geta, dhedhi, dhete, geta, dhete, dhedhi, dhete, geta, dhete, dhete. You can combine them. If you play the first section open and then play doogies on the second, it makes the mantra seem like it's twice as long, even though you're playing the same thing, but you're switching between doogies and just playing the guru side open. So that's another technique that that you can use there. So you would go dhedhi, dhete, geta, dhete, dhete, geta, dhedhi, dhete, geta, dhete, dhete, geta, open. Doogies. Dhedhi, dhete, geta, dhete, dhete, geta, dhedhi, dhete, geta, dhete, dhete, geta, like that. Okay, so next mantra. This now we're doing fingering again, just showing different things. Dhini, tini. So we got dhini, tini, dhini. Now dhini, tini, d. When I've learned this already, when you come from a dhini into a naka, this three fingers then has to move into that position, right? Of dhini, tini, dhini, naka. So the three fingers come into position to create that naka. It's not like the same as doing a dhini, tini, dhini, tini, dhini, tini, dhini. So that you're preparing for that naka, and the fingers come up a little bit higher and into a different position. See there, dhini, tini, dhini, dhini, tini, dhini, tini. And the three fingers actually make a bit of an open sound in this position because they're moving to come dhini, tini, dhini, naka, dhini, tini, dhini, right? So this mantra, dhini, tini, dhini, naka, dhini, tini, dhini, tini, dhini, naka, dhini, dhini, tini, dhini, naka, dhini, tini, dhini, tini, dhini, naka, dhini, naka, dhini, tini, dhini, tini, naka, dhini. So let's look at this slowly again. Dhini, tini, tini, naka, dhini, tini, 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 naka, dhini, tini, tini, naka, dhini, tini, 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 naka. And then so we'll chant with this now. Hare Krsna, Hare Krsna, Krsna Krsna, that's how you chant with it. And you can use this a little bit quicker as well, but this one is meant to be a little bit slower, and then the next one after this you'll use when it speeds up a little bit. So you can play it like, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Dhini, tini, tini, naka, dhini, tini, 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 naka, dhini, tini, 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 naka. So again, here your Dhini, if you're playing bhajan style with your dugis, Dhini, so it's open, 3 fingers bouncing on the bottom. Dhini, tini, dhini, both of those are open. Dhini, tini, dhini, naka. And then the Dhini is a dugi. So let's have a look at that. So, Dhini, tini, dhini, naka, dhini, tini. See? Dhini, tini, dhini, naka, dhini, tini, 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 naka. Dhini, tini, dhini, naka, dhini, tini, 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 naka. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So you play the Dhini, tini, dhini, naka, dhini, tini, 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 naka, dhini, tini, tini, naka, dhini, tini, 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 naka, dhini, tini, tini, naka, dhini, tini, 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 tini. So you can also, instead of your K's here, which make a lot of sound, Bhima taught this as well, you can just play a little bit more onto the clay as well. So instead of making a loud sound, you can make a much softer sound. Dhini, tini, dhini, naka, dhini, tini, 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 naka, dhini, tini, 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 naka, dhini, tini. Dhini, tini, tini, naka, dhini, tini. And there's other versions as well that we'll show of playing with the nail here as well. That will come later. Okay, so the next one is a shortened version for a little bit faster pace of the Dhini, tini, tini, naka, dhini, tini. So then we have Dhini, tini, tini, naka, dhini, tini, dhini, tini, tini, naka, dhini, tini, 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 tini. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, and then you can go faster. You can practice this one as well. Really nice mantra you can use in a lot of different circumstances. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So this one's really nice. It's just when you break up your mantras from a larger mantra into a smaller one, you want to formulate it so that you've got a nice naka segueing from, you start with the guru, and then you have some lagu in the middle, and then you end on the guru as well, right? Like tete, Dhini, tini, tini, naka, dhini, tini. Same thing, just playing it differently here. And we'll give you so many different mantras like that for Lofa Tal. So these all go together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So there I just introduced then, not a dhei, because a dhei technically in Mridanga requires you to have 3 equal parts, and obviously dhei means 3 as well. So this is an ending, more of like a decoration, not a dhei per se. It's not broken up into 3, but it is a traditional ending got from Bhima here, and I've expanded upon the idea. So this ending is the most simple ending that you can use in your Lofa taal, and then you can expand out into dheis as we've introduced before, and I'll introduce more, and you can expand further into your longer tukras and mukras, and then with the dhei, similar to tete, ghergedhei, all those can be written in Lofa taal as well, and I've started writing a lot of them out, and I think I've given a couple as well already. Tete, ghergedhei. So yeah, so there's a lot you can do with Lofa taal that we don't do, and a lot of it's just you know, taking the time and the brain power to understand the structure of each taal, the decorations, the taal structure, how to form a dhei within any taal, and what the basic bowls and how they're grouped generally. And once you have all those patterns, you can do this with any taal, just as we've learned in Das Behara taal, and I'll show you with Lofa how you can formulate all of this stuff. And we shouldn't have to do this, but no one else, seems to have it, or doesn't want to give out the information, or the books or scriptures with that information just isn't compiled. So yeah, so I'm having to kind of work in reverse here, but essentially, yeah, like the building blocks that we're familiar with apply to all the taals just in exactly the same way. Just the same as kirtan and harmoniums work with the traditional song structure of rags. You're chanting Hare Krishna, you have a taal, you have a certain set of bowls that you're singing in specific patterns within, and then you can take all those and combine them how you like to fit the different taals that you're singing within the structure of the rag. It's the same as Mridanga. No different whatsoever. So the first simple ending, ajha, tere, keta. So you have to have 6 here. The ending is just 6. It's not broken up, like I said, into a dhei. So ajha, tere, keta, ajha. And the ajha is on the offbeat of the 5th mantra. Ajha, tere, keta, ajha. Wait, ajha, tere, keta, ajha. So you'll see that ajha is in the last, the offbeat, the second beat there of your 5th mantra. Ajha, tere, keta, ajha. So this is very, particular to get this right. It has to be ajha, tere, ajha, tere, ajha, tere, keta. So that's your 3 mantras. Ajha, tere, ajha. 1, 2. So ajha, 1, 2, ajha, 1, 2, ajha, 1, 2, ajha, 1, 2. Ajha, tere, keta, ajha, 1, 2, ajha, 1, 2, ajha, tere, keta, ajha, 1, 2, ajha, 1, 2, ajha, tere, keta, ajha, 1, 2, ajha, 1, 2, ajha, 1. Ajha, 1, tere, keta, ajha, 1, 2, ajha, 1, 2, ajha, 1, tere, keta, ajha, 1, 2, ajha, 1, 2, ajha, 1, tere, keta, ajha, 1, 2, ajha, 1, 2. So that's what you want. Ajha, 1 space, tere, keta, ajha, 1, 2, ajha, 1, 2. So now what we can, so let's show here. So Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Once more. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Ja 1 tereketa, Ja 1 2, Ja 1 2. So that comes in on the last Hare ha, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. So it comes in on that first of the last Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. Ja 1 tereketa, Ja 1 2, Ja 1 2, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. So what can we do with this then? So here's the interesting thing about mridanga is most people will just give you that and you're done and dusted, and it's like, okay, well, what can you do with that? So this is what I'm saying. You, as your hands get better, as you understand your mridanga and your bowls and patterns, then you realize that, okay, so we have ja, tereketa, ja, ja, very simple, but this is a standard structure that you can work within. So now you can add stuff to it. So now we're going to take the tereketa from a single speed chatur jati into a double speed chatur jati, right? Because it's going to make that more impressive to your listeners, more impressive to Krishna as an offering. So, ja, tereketa, ja, ja becomes ja, tereketa, ja, ja, right? Tereketa. So, ja, tereketa in double speed. Geta, geta, right? Getakgeta. Ja, ja, ja. So all we're doing is playing double speed now in the tereketa, and it's becoming tereketa, geta, geta, getakgeta. Ja, tereketa, ja, 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 tereketa, ja, ja, Hare Hare, Hare So in order to go faster here, we're going to have to slow this down a bit, because the other versions would be for a slightly slower lie. Hare Hare, Hare Hare. So those are the first two. Ja, tereketa, ja, 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 tereketa, ja. Next one, we have ja, ja, ghergedhei, ja, 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 ghergedhei, ja, 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 ghergedhei, ja, 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 ghergedhei, ja. So the ghergedhei here is spreading across the two mantras. The gher and the geta are not in quadruple speed here for the gher part. They're just in gher, and then the geta is just standard geta. So you have ja, ja on one finger, ja, ghergedhei, ja, 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 ghergedhei, ja, 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 ghergedhei, ja, ja, because Lofa Tal has 6 mantras, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the ja is here. 1, ja, gher, mantra 2, geta, 3, ja, ja. So I did the ja part wrong, but the most important part is getting those ghers on the right spot. So ja, gher, geta, ja, 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 gher, geta, ja, 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 gher, geta, ja, 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 gher, geta, ja, gher, geta, ja, 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 gher, geta, ja, ja, gher, geta, ja. Hare Hare, Hare Hare. So that's ja, gher, geta, ja, 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 gher, geta, ja. Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. And then the da is closed there. Ghergedhei, ja, and then you open up to the ja, ja. Da is closed, 4 fingers. So now we're going to make it even more interesting. So now the ghergedhei is going to come into a double speed situation. And the gher is actually a quadruple speed. So now we have ja, ghergedhei, ghergedhei, ja, 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 ghergedhei, ghergedhei, ja, ja. So the first one was ja, ghergedhei, ja, 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 ghergedhei, ja, ja. Now we have ja, ghergedhei, ghergedhei, ja. Ja, ghergedhei, ja, ja. Same thing. So all we're doing is showing you as you progress in your playing, as you progress in your abilities for speed and accuracy, for understanding your bowls. You can take something as simple as ja, tereketa, ja, ja, and expand upon it so that what other people might know, they'll also be inspired and say, hey, like I didn't realize that you could do that with mridanga, and yeah, I mean, of course you can. You know, it's talked about in the scriptures that actually the way that we play mridanga is half the speed of what they would be playing traditionally during Chaitanya's time. That they were always expanding upon the jatis here and making them always in double speed and adding so much extra stuff because they were so proficient at playing mridanga. So here, we're just taking that principle of, hey, if you have the ability, then now you can go ja, ghergedhei, ghergedhei, ja, ja. Last one, ja, ja, ghergedhei, gurugurdagur. Ja, ghergedhei, gurugurdagur. Wait, let me. Ja, ja, ghergedhei, gurugurdagur. Ja, ghergedhei. It's hard to say. Ja, 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 ghergedhei, ghergedhei, ja, ghergedhei, gurugurdagur. I can't say gurugurdagur as fast as I can play it, but gurugurdagur is just on the one matra. So ja, ghergedhei, gurugurdagur, ja, 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 gedhei, gurugurdagur, ja, 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 gedhei, gurugurdagur, ja, ja. So I can play faster than I can speak apparently. So here we've got ja, right? The previous one was ja, ghergedhei, ghergedhei. Now we got ja, ghergedhei, ghergedhei, ja, 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 ghergedhei, ghergedhei, ja, ja, ghergedhei, ghergedhei, ja. Right, so that's the most advanced one there that I'm offering at the moment. And there's more stuff that you can do as well. But yeah, so we've got the ja, tereketa, ja, 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 tereketa, ja, 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 ghergedhei, ja, 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 ghergedhei, ghergedhei, ja, ja, ghergedhei, ja, ja, Hare. So there's lots of nice tehais that you can work on, and they'll definitely bring your playing up to a whole different level there. And not many people use that decoration, sorry, not a tehai, decoration at the end there. So yeah, some stuff to think about, and we'll just keep continuing on week after week and see how far we get. Okay, Hare Krishna.